Hey guys, Marcin here bringing you a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the AGL EZA for Marcarita. Now on global, she only has one 200% leader, which is of course the Int Kid Gohan, the Part 2 LR from a previous anniversary, who leads Bond of Master and Disciple for 200%, because of course global doesn't have the Carnival LR Jiren, who obviously is a leader for Universe 11. So this is interesting because she has some parts of her kit can only be activated with like a full Universe 11 rotation, but she currently doesn't have a setup for that with a 200% team, right? I'm assuming, because I don't actually know what Topo's lead is, I can't remember because he's one of the only Dokkan Fests I don't have. You could run her on a Universe 11 team currently on Global, but it would have to be under one of the other leads, which we could do, but I do like to do these showcases on like a 200% setup to see what their highest stats can potentially be. But I think her best use is going to be the Universe 11 team. So if you're somebody who does have Topo, if you're excited to summon for the Carnival LR Jiren, this unit's going to be really, really good for that team. So she is a Universe 11 lead for 150%. And then her super greatly raises defense for one turn, does supreme damage, and then it lowers attack and seals. So very good for events where that is a thing that you can actually do, right? Because sealing and lowering attack obviously go hand in hand as being very valuable. So she gets 110% attack and defense. She has a high chance to dodge. Additional attack and defense 55% with each attack performed up to 110%. So you just have to attack twice. Universe 11 allies 3 key attack and defense 50%. And then Realm of Gods, Siblings Bond and Bond of Master and Disciple allies 20%. Now I remember from when she came out, like those stack, right? So a character who's on Realm of Gods, Siblings Bond and Bond of Master and Disciple, I think like Blue Evolution Vegeta is one of the only ones in the game that's on all of those, means he gets 60% support from her. So I'm assuming that the Universe 11 one stacks as well, right? So 50%, but then characters like Jiren or like God of Destruction Topo would be getting 70%. So it's pretty interesting. She then gets an additional chance to dodge 20% and randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow when there's another Universe 11 or Bond of Master and Disciple character in the same turn. So 70% chance to dodge and rainbow orb changing. Then she gets 30% damage reduction when all allies in the turn are Universe 11. And an additional damage reduction of 11% for all allies within the turn as the third attacker in the turn when all allies in the same turn are Universe 11. So on a Universe 11 team, not only does she have 41% damage reduction in slot 3, but she's also giving the other Universe 11 characters on the rotation 11% damage reduction. So you can see what I mean, like that's probably her best team, but it's not a team that is like fully fleshed out on global without the Carnival LR Jiren. I mean, you can still run a decent build, obviously with Topo as the leader, but like I say, I don't have Topo, so it is what it is. So we're trying her out on the Bond of Master and Disciple team. We still have, obviously, Bond of Master and Disciple ally, so we get the 70% dodge, we get the Rainbow Orb changing. She links up pretty well with this Int Whis, Cold Judgment, Godly Power, Shocking Speed, Shattering the Limit. I think Int Whis, like, as long as he's dodging, Int Whis can still be okay. But yeah, we'll go ahead and see. We've got 298k, so basically 300k defense start of turn. We are getting 50% on super, but then remember she gets the 55% with each super attack, as each attack performed. So even if she does a super and then like an additional normal, then she would be fully built up. So that would be putting her up to, when she's fully built up, over 600k defense. So let's see, as long as we survive the first turn here. So we've got 70% chance to dodge. So there we are, 3 for 3 in slot 1. You'll love to see that. 3.1. Yeah, I mean, she's a character who pretty much straight off the bat, you could say from looking at her kit, she's not a unit that you're bringing on the team to do damage, right? She's a unit that's on the team to support, and there she goes, like 6 out of 6 dodging all the attacks. So that's obviously very, very good. Whis, we definitely will be relying on the dodge. There we go. And then Gohan's getting a lot of support on this turn, although unfortunately he is also sealed. Fortunately, Boo has already supered, but there's a dodge. 200k down. Okay. Well, Vegeta's Revive is available already, so let's get Vados floated off here. And we got the heal from Vados as well. So we're looking good on this turn at least. I mean, this team, Bond of Master and Disciple, is a team that hasn't really had a huge amount of buffs recently. So in terms of showcasing her, like, this is the 200% team she's on. She supports the team. Her passive, like the main part of her passive that we want, which is the extra dodge and the rainbow orb changing, is activated on this team. But like I said, it's definitely not, I would say, her best team currently on global. Even with like only being under a 170 leader skill, the Universe 11 team is going to be way better for her, because even if her defense is a little bit lower, if we're using her as a floating slot 3 character and everyone on the rotation is Universe 11, it doesn't really matter that her defense is going to be a little bit lower, because she's going to have 41% damage reduction. But obviously there's Kid Gohan selling. Kid Gohan was such an unhyped release. Like, no one really cared about him on release. Like, all the videos of him, for everyone, not just for me, did really badly compared to all the other anniversary units, even the Turtle School Goku that came out alongside him. And he just hasn't aged very well either. So, very, very unfortunate release. But at least we get the revive from Vegeta, which does save us a little bit. We can go ahead and put Gohan in slot 1. He sealed Marcarita, which is annoying. She only did the 1 attack, didn't she? Or did she do 2? She's up to 627 now. So she must have done 2, right? Because 110% is the max once she's done 2 attacks and her thing has doubled. So we use a Senzu Bean here just so we can get rid of the seal. Not that it really matters too much, but go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and do that. So yeah, Marcarita seems like a very solid unit for that Universe 11 team. Bond of Master and Disciple definitely is a bit of a wonky setup. But, I mean, you can already see from the numbers that she does, right? 600k defense after her passive is fully maxed. Going to be a little bit lower on a double 170 lead team. But then with 41% damage reduction thrown in. And, of course, 600k is her pre-super. And she gets that extra damage reduction, like the extra 11%, and gives it to the allies when she's in slot 3. So she's already going to have super attacked by the time she gets attacked. So then she's greatly raising her defense, which is another 50%. So her defense is going to be anywhere from like 700 to 900k, depending on other support on the rotation and stuff like that, with 41% damage reduction. And of course, she'll be still with a Universe 11 ally, so she's backing that up by having a 70% chance to dodge as well. So it's only really going to be like the big super attacks that are going to do damage to her, and she has a chance to dodge those attacks. So obviously that's going to be very, very good. This is a horrible turn. Which of these Gohans has the most defense? You have 340. I feel like we still get absolutely destroyed here, no? I guess we just have to like... Do we have to just use some active skills at this point and hope we kill him this turn, maybe? I guess if we're going to float you off, let's use your active skill. But of course we don't get a crit, so... Let's use yours as well. Yeah, because now Vegeta should just kill him. But yeah, Gohan definitely not the one. And he is our only 200% leader on global, as I say. So if you're somebody that has Topo... definitely going to get a lot more value out of Marcarita, I think. I mean, I could throw together like a Universe 11 team, but mine is going to have to be like LR Jiren lead. Did his lead go up to 170? I think it might have done. But then my Universe 11 team is like, I have the banner unit Dispo. I don't have Topo. LR Jiren's not out yet. So, I mean, the team is not exactly super, super good. I mean, we can see here what happens, because we're not going to kill Boo. We're up to taking double-digit damage now on the normals, though, at least. Thank goodness. Taking like 200 odd K from the normals is crazy. Oh, but now he gets supered. Okay, so he's just going to die now. Alright, well, let me see. Rather than just end the video now. 575. Oh, we did actually live. And then, wow, and then he tanked the normal for double-digit damage. Well, that's not what I expected. She links very well with Vados. Vados is one of her best link partners. Yeah, 700k defense pre-super. That's really good, because then she gets a 50% raise on super attack. So if we do that, do this. The comeback. Yeah, she takes double-digit damage from the normals or dodges them with the 70% chance to dodge. I mean, the attack stat obviously isn't crazy, but like I said, that's not the focus of the unit, right? Like, that's not what she's on the team for, to do damage. Oh yeah, Vados was sealed. I just thought we would potentially get away with killing him here. But then Vados gets the dodge, and Beast Gohan obviously is going to finish him off. But yeah, definitely very impressive numbers and everything with the 200% lead. I feel like we can't really see much more out of her here. I mean, I guess we can get the turn where we have support from Whis as well, but it's let's quit out here. Marcarita solid, 700k-ish defense on a 200% lead, of course. But let me just actually see if I can make a decent Universe 11 team here. Normally I would cut and like I could go make one, jump into the stage and put these bits together, but like I say, to be honest, I don't know if I actually even have a good Universe 11 team. So if we go, Universe 11 is down here, right? Universe 11. So who have we got? So we got to run you as the leader, right? So Universe 11, 170 at least. Then we've got, this guy is good with his EZA. We've got the banner unit Dispo. We got Marcarita. And then it's like, who else do I use? I don't have physical Topo. God of Destruction Topo and Dispo, like with their EZAs, are super old. Jiren with his EZA was never good. I mean, I guess we can throw them on the team because they're the only units we've got. But I don't know how well they will survive against this phase. Of course, there's not going to be any Topo friends, is there? Because why would there be? Yeah. So I guess we could just jump in with Goku and keep him on a different rotation. But I just want to see like the numbers for Marcarita. And yeah, we're going to get the full rotation. But the thing is, she gets the extra buff by being in slot 3 as well. So it's not really great for like a showcase setting, because to get her full passive and everything, we have to float her off. But by putting her in slot 3, everyone's going to get that extra damage reduction. God, these numbers are all so low. So we do this. Let's use the Senzu Bean so she can at least get a super attack off here. So she's starting off at 200k defense. She is being supported by Topo. So, okay, so Jiren does take a little bit of damage. Of course, he's going to get supered straight away. Good lord, how much is this going to do? STR Jiren turn 1, let's go. 200k, okay. Not the worst. 8 million attack, okay. Because, yeah, if her passive does work with the stacking of the categories with Universe 11 as well, he's obviously getting 70% support from Marcarita here. So, 8 million attack. Sadly, no additionals. Tankston on 2.6 for God of Destruction Topo. Let's go. God, he probably gets destroyed here, doesn't he? It's only one hit. 50k, okay. And then, yeah, 3 mil. Can we get the additional? Get her passive to fill out straight away? Because that's the other annoying thing, yeah, with her being floating, is like we got the one attack. Now we're not going to see her for like multiple turns. I need to float off Goku so that he's not, because we want her to have a full Universe 11 rotation. So we've got to float off Goku. So yeah, you can see like it's a bit jank, especially if you don't have Topo. Even if you do have Topo, good luck finding a Topo friend. So, oh, Dispo, if he doesn't dodge, takes 100k. That's crazy. Not after he attacks, fortunately. And then I don't know about the Pride Troopers, Topo. Their EZA was relatively good, but... Okay, yeah. I mean, they are guarding, right, with the Universe 11 ally, so I suppose that's something here. And then Tech UI, the odd one out here. The odd man out on the team. Getting some additionals. But yeah, I mean, she seems like a solid card. Difficult to showcase, I think, in the sense that, like I say, for me especially, my Universe 11 team sucks. And you do want her in slot 3, because giving 11% damage reduction, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it can make a difference sometimes, like for these big attacks. If characters are only just tanking hits, that extra 10% damage reduction, or 11% I should say, is going to make a pretty significant difference. But Man, this is a horrible setup. I don't want to use the item in case she's the one that gets sealed again, but I feel like we have to heal. Let's do this. Okay, well, not as good of an orb thing as I was hoping, but... Alright, well, we'll get to see one more turn of Marcarita here on the next turn, and then we'll leave it at that. But I do think she's solid. I'm really disappointed, because, like, on JP, Topo returned on the Roshi banner, so I absolutely intended to buy a copy of him with red coins when the Roshi banner came out, because I fully intended and did indeed, like, skip the Roshi banner. But I was going to pick up Topo with red coins, so at least I would have him, and then at least I would have the Universe 11 team for these other buffs and, like, when Jiren comes out and everything. But yeah, they decided to not put him on the banner, so I'm hoping that means he's going to be on whichever this new Dokkan Fest banner is that's going to come out later in the week. Although, because he already returned for JP, are they going to... I think the banners might end up being different, because I think Rosé, Physical Rosé, hasn't returned on JP, but has returned on Global. So this upcoming Dokkan Fest could have him on the banner, and then for JP, and then Topo on the banner for Global, which is weird, but... it is what it is. So yeah, she's at 331. So yeah, because she'd only got the extra 55% buff. So that was going from 200 the one before. So she's going to be at about 460, 470-ish with her passive fully built up on this team. And then after supering, she gets 50%. So she's going to be up around 500-600 and then has 41% damage reduction. Pretty good, but... obviously nothing like super crazy. She does just fulfill that role. Like I say, if you have the proper Universe 11 like team build, she just fulfills that role of being the floating support unit, because she's giving everyone the support, she's giving them all damage reduction. Like, very good option for the team. But Bond of Master and Disciple just isn't it as a team at the moment. And then yeah, my Universe 11 team setup is pretty shocking. So I guess it just is what it is. But let me know what you guys think of Marcarita's EZA down below in the comment section. I mean, when it comes to support units, you can't really argue with like a unit that gives a pretty decent amount of support and then has a 70% chance to dodge, whilst also having a relatively decent amount of damage reduction as well. So I think her design is definitely very good, and she fits her role of being a floating support unit, I think, very well. Because now with the 41% damage reduction, we should see, like, if she doesn't dodge any of these attacks, then she should just tank all these normals for double digits, yeah. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think of Marcarita down below in the comment section. Do you have Topo? Do you have the better version of the Universe 11 team on Global? If so, have you tried her out? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.